Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Shanae Nicole, his millennial housewife, and welcome to day 7 of the Proverbs 31 and 22 challenge. Congratulations, you made it through a week. We are finding out who this virtuous woman is. We know that she loves God. We know that she is connected to God, that she's doing her husband good. She's working in the house. She's working outside the home. So let's dive into find out what else this woman is up to. Verse 16. It says that she can. Okay, that was the Amplified. I want to read the regular version first. The King James. It says that she considereth the field and buyeth it. With the fruit of her hand she planteth a vineyard. And then the Amplified version, it says, she considers a new field before she buys or accepts it, expanding prudently and not courting neglect of her present duties by assuming other duties. With her savings of time and strength, she plants fruitful vines in her vineyard. This is so good, y'all. Like, okay, we know that this woman, the good thing about a virtuous woman is she has some autonomy in the household, right? She's able to actually do business, and we're going to see that in some coming verses, just what type of boss lady she is. But the main thing that I get from this is the fact that she is counting the cost. Before she gets too busy doing other things, she steps back and sees what's taking up her time right now, where her money is right now, and she considers a thing before she buys it. You know, we know that expansion is a great thing, right? Even a lot of entrepreneurs out there, you girls, y'all might be doing great things for God, and he might have even shown you some other things. But we have to make sure that we are in his timing, because sometimes it can be so exciting that we drop what it is over here that God also has put on our heart, that we don't get the timing to find out what's next. So then we end up neglecting that thing to get to this thing, you know. And then with that, you know, not only does our time suffer, you know, our peace. You know, maybe we might lose money because God may have had something planned where, you know, you can't come into contact with the right person at the right time. So then you saved money as opposed to jumping ahead and spending your own money. That's just an example. But, you know, God's timing is perfect. So this is why it's so important to count the cost, to consider what it is that you're doing. And it's not even necessarily just money or business. This can mean your time. You know, we as women, in general, we just like to give, you know, we like to serve, you know, and instead of always just saying, okay, I'll do it right away, think about, can you actually do it, you know, because you'll say yes, 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 and you find that you got all this stuff on your plate, but then you got to eat what's on your plate, and then you mad, you know, you got an attitude, because it's like, I don't got time to do anything, you know, all these people are pulling on me, and, you know, and it's like, God hasn't really told you to do any of it. He may have told you to do one or two of those things, but you added more to your plate than was necessary, and then the grace isn't there for those things, because he only gives you grace for what it is he told you to do. I know once I got married, and even had Darren especially, you know, I had to start considering what it is that my family needed before I was ready to just jump in and serve. You know, in general, we know that serving is great, you know, and we should do that, but not at the expense. It says that you don't want to court neglect of your present duties by assuming other duties. So I had to take a step back, and I'm like, you know, well, my husband needs me here. My child, he needs me here. You know what I mean? So I may not be able to volunteer in this area. I may not be able to do this or that. You know, I may be able to, but I'm going to count the cost first. And what happens when we do that? We free ourselves up. Not only our time, our money, like I said, our peace of mind. You know, we're not stressed out because our commitments are tied up in all these different places. You know, you're able to enjoy life. You're able to enjoy family. Now you're able to spend that time sowing into something that's going to bear fruit, that's going to bear more fruit. You know, the scripture talks about she with the savings, she's able to plant in her vineyard. That vineyard is going to bring more fruit to her family. It's going to be able to feed her and then probably others outside of her family. So now, with that savings of time, you know, she's able to do even more for God. So I don't know what that looks like for you in your life, like where you could sow, or where God can use that extra time, maybe that extra money that maybe you had tied up in something that maybe He didn't tell you to do, and put it somewhere else. So I encourage you to really just get before God. Ask Him, Lord, have I like jumped out in front of you in any area? Is there something that I need to consider before I make my next move? And you know, when He shows you, be open. Allow Him to change you guys. We are growing and I'm so excited. So I will talk to y'all soon.